you guys are interested in the knife that started the obsession with knives, this here is it. This is the Extreme Ops Smith & Wesson knife. This one I've had for probably, I don't know, maybe close to 20 years. I actually lost it for a while and found it recently. That's why it looks so dirty. I haven't seen it in so long in one of my wife's old purses. So this is a Tanto blade that has pretty aggressive serrations, dual thumb studs. I just absolutely fell in love with this knife when I was just becoming an adult. Thought it was the coolest thing, thought I needed to have a glass breaker with me at all times and a seatbelt cutter. That was like the coolest thing to me. Now you can see it kind of has like this stickiness to it now. It had a soft feel coating with some aggressive texturing here in the middle. The texturing is obviously worn down from 20 years and I carried this thing for probably 2 years before now there's no belt clip, no pocket clip on this. It had one, I believe it broke off right here. So I carried this in my pocket for probably 2 years when I was in my late teens. Thought it was, again, the coolest thing since French sliced bread. It is probably as dull as can be now because I never sharpened it. I don't even know what type of blade steel it is. It doesn't really matter to me. It was kind of nostalgic for me now. It does, close and open pretty well. The blade centering is one of the worst you'll ever see, but that might be from use. It has serious blade play, close. It does open, not super well, but it's got really, really bad play. It's got a tiny little bit back and forth. It's got a liner lock here, not anything great. You can see how thin that is. It goes all the way over on the side there. So I fell in love with it because I thought it was probably the coolest tactical thing back when, I was tactical, I thought. But hey, it did the job. It cut things until it couldn't anymore, and I just kind of left it that way. So let's see. That needs a sharpener. I have not touched it because, again, I just recently found it again after it was in my wife's purse for who knows how long. So that's terrible. The serrations are still pretty sharp because I really didn't use it much. And in all honesty, this knife really showed me that I'm not a huge fan of serrations. I think they look cool on the knife, but I know, with the Lynn Thompson serrations give you one last cut. I just really prefer a plain edge. That's just me. But yeah, so this is the knife that started the obsession. Is my first tactical knife. It wasn't my first knife. Maybe I'll get out my first knife and show you, but this one really, again, started it all off for me. But yeah, that's it. I thought it was a fantastic knife. I realize now it's kind of a piece of junk, but it served me well for years. Maybe I'll sharpen it up just for the sake of it, because it is dull as can be. And just kind of keep it around for nostalgia, for memories. But with that blade play and stuff, I don't think it'll ever see any more pocket use. But all right, that's the one. That's the one that did it for me. All right, leave any comments you want, guys. Thanks for watching.